Hello, Libra, and welcome to Tarot and Astrology for All. I am David, and you know what? I do not even have my speaker set onto the phone, or not to the headphones. So you guys are probably hearing all this background noise. But let me get this fixed. I have to disconnect. All right. All right. Just give me a second here, Libra, and I will have your reading going on. Perfect. So you guys should be able to hear me a lot better now. Let me see. Going to my Astro. I am going to go to. I'm going to go to a Libra. All right. Here we go. All right, Libra. So you know. All right. So Libra. Let's see what you guys have going for you. Here up until this next full moon, which I believe happens on November 12th, if I'm not mistaken. But it doesn't matter because since I didn't get to doing your guys' Halloween spread like I wanted to, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a reading, not just the reading itself, but I'm also gonna do a career uh, and possibly a finance spread. But who knows? Maybe I might do a relationship spread for you guys to see what's going on in your guys' relationships. Uh, but I mean, that all depends on like what I feel and stuff like that, and based on this first read. So I'm gonna do what's most how would I say what's most beneficial to you. So let's see what Spirit has to tell you here within these next uh, week and a half. I think. Yeah, I'm a little late on these readings. I'm sorry, Libra. But let's see what's got to be coming into your life here soon enough. All right, you guys ready? All right, so you guys have the Panther in the reverse. And with the Panther, it's usually about envy. It's usually about those things that kind of like set us ablaze, set us on fire. See, the Panther itself is the alchemical symbol for fire, right? So, with it in the reverse like this, I kind of feel like you guys are getting rid of certain triggers. But I want to go into the book real quick just to kind of, and please don't mind the loud noise. It's just a motorcycle passing by. But let's see. Panther. All right, so annihilation of the unnecessary or the purging. All right. So as it stands, I think you guys are getting rid of the unnecessary. You guys are getting rid of these things that don't really serve you. Um, and this is, I mean, I do feel that some of you Libras still need to get rid of certain things in your lives, but I do feel like a good number of you have already done so. And oh, look at that! And with the raccoon in the reverse, I do feel like you guys are. This is so annoying. All right, so with the raccoon in the reverse, okay, and here's something that's like kind of standing out. Both of these cards are in the dark, guys. So with it, I feel like you guys are not only purging the unnecessary, but you guys are also, uh, in a sense, kind of coming out of the darkness, so to speak. Like you guys have hidden talents that you guys weren't showing off to the world. Maybe you guys were, to one degree or another, kind of beefing up your skills, learning how to use your skills properly, learning to see what you're good at, things of that nature. But you know what? I want to draw one more card for you guys to see what's going on with Libra here within these next, well, up until the full moon. and some of the energy that's going to carry into it. So, all right. So, yeah, look at that. All right. So you guys got the oyster in the reverse, and look at all these cards are in the reverse, guys. So with this, it's telling me that you guys are finally letting loose. You guys are finally opening up, and I do feel that for a lot of you Libras, you guys were in a space where you weren't really like sharing what it is that you knew, sharing your skills, your talents, your abilities. I feel like you guys were working more on honing them. And yeah, look at that. You guys got the hawk at the bottom of the deck. So with the hawk, it's seeing things from a higher vantage point. It's also swooping in for the kill, basically, or heading into the light. So as I was saying, you guys, for whatever reason, Spirit knew that you guys were going through tough times. Spirit knew that you guys, in one degree or another, you guys were in the dark. Kind of like where I'm at right now. You see this background right here, and it's pretty dark. I feel like you guys felt like maybe you were in the dark. Maybe like you guys didn't have the support team that you thought you needed. And now you guys are finally, in one way or another, kind of opening up your oyster shell, so to speak. You guys are revealing this treasure that's inside you. And I do feel like you kind of had to go through this darkness, or this period of darkness, in order to fly into the light, so to speak. And I actually find that as pretty refreshing. So, with that, I want to go ahead and draw on some of the fairy cards. Now, with this, I'm definitely going to do a skills, talents, and ability spread. It's something that I've never done, but I feel like you guys are going to benefit from it. And maybe, to one degree or another, you guys are going to be learning a little bit more about yourselves. But I think you guys are going to be learning a lot of what it means to be confident in yourselves. With you guys coming out of your shell, purging the unnecessary, um, maybe even purging the need to be judgmental is one of those things that's going on. And along with releasing this type of energy, I do feel that you guys, in a sense, are learning to use your abilities a lot more wisely. Because Libra is a sign of balance. Libra holds the scales. And so, I feel that you Libras are getting into that space where you guys are able to use that skill of judging certain instances, certain people, certain energies. But I do feel like you guys are trying to move away from that. And rather than trying to fight it, I feel it's more along the lines of trying to work with it. Trying to not compromise, but in a sense, uh, put people in their place if they need to be put in their place. But at the same time, you guys are focusing more on cooperation as opposed to uh, competition, right? All right, so let's see what the fairies have to say for this time period up until this full moon. I do feel like you guys are going to be releasing these skills after the full moon, not necessarily during or before. And it might not even be during this full moon. It might actually be, during the next full moon. But let's see what's going on here. All right, so oh that known, oh that known. All right, I don't know this one in the reverse, so I'm gonna have to take a look at the book, guys. Sorry, but with the numbers 8, I do feel like to whatever degree you guys are, in a sense, working pretty hard on manifesting whatever it is that you guys are trying to manifest. You guys have been working very very hard, probably on a mental note. Trying to release fear, uh, release this need to close up and like kind of hold to yourself whatever it is that you have. Your talents, your abilities, and stuff like that. So with the 2, I do feel like you guys are reaching a sense of balance, and with that 6, I do feel that you know. I do feel that with the 2 and the 6, you guys are using a sense of balance, but you guys are going to use this sense of balance and this sense of decision making, because look at he looks like he's been sitting there for a minute, kind of thinking, and so with it in the reverse, I do feel like you guys are going to be coming out of that space of thinking. But let's see what it says in the book. Trickster, creative chaos, wild gifts, breaking the habits and patterns. Yeah. So you guys have been purging unnecessary patterns from your life, which is actually really good, Libra, because this is what's gonna allow you to be able to step into your full power. And of course, with the trickster in the reverse, as the book mentions, uh, in a way, a trickster is always reversed, and sometimes even perverse. Sometimes the reverse is even reversed into other dimensions, standing on his head. And that's exactly. I mean, he's not standing on his head, but he is reversed right now. And of course, you know, that gnome could be saying, "Be careful, there is trickery going on," or "He who hesitates is lost," or "Play it safe." Don't rush into anything. Just allow these skills and these talents to kind of show themselves naturally. I do feel like you have to take a balanced step to this, right? And once you're able to do that, you're going to be able to manifest those earthly material things that you guys have always been wanting. I do feel like you guys are coming out of a period of hard times, and the universe is actually going to be presenting a lot of different things to you, probably gifts of some kind. And these gifts are going to allow you to be able to take whatever it is that you guys have been working on and to share it to the world. All right, so you guys got undressing of a salad. I'm not exactly sure what this one means, so I'm going to have to go into the book. Sorry, guys. But let's see. Undressing of the salad. 3 and 1. That comes out to 4. So this definitely is about stability. This definitely is about using your creative talents, using your creative abilities to move forward and create that stability for you guys. So let's see. 31. Uh, in this card with this card in the upright, it's all about balance, right? It's avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible, and being impossible. So yes, this is definitely about balance. And in the reverse, it's talking about imbalance occurring, confusion happening. Lovely balls fall on the floor, and we discover that they are uncooked eggs. Sleight of hand may be happening, and things that appear to be so are not. So this is kind of revolving around that trickster energy, guys. So you know, and whatever it is that you guys are doing, make sure that you got the details down. Especially with this Mercury retrograde going on up until November 20th. There's going to be things that are off. There's going to be things that don't seem right. There's going to be times where you're trying to communicate people or with people, either through email, through text, through phone calls, etc. And they're not going to understand what exactly it is that you're saying. And this is just for everybody, not just for Libra. But right here, this energy is showing me that there's, this type of trickster energy going on. And, um, for Libras, this could be a mental or emotional thing. But, you know, let me see. Let's look at your astrology chart to see what exactly is going on in your astrological chart. All right, so I'm pretty sure this has something to do with Mars. But let's see. Oh no, it's a Mercury conjunct. Oh, okay, Mercury conjunct Venus. Let's see. Um, um, um. So for those of you who have Venus in Scorpio right now, Venus is the planet of love, but it's also the planet of like how we go about creating the resources that we want. And of course, with Venus, uh, in the tarot, it runs off of the Empress. So the Empress is, the leader, the female portion or the feminine energy that revolves around abundance and things like that, the intuitive side, the and things of that nature. So when this card is in, when the undressing of the salad is in the reverse, um, it's asking you to be careful, look over the details, and make sure that whatever it is that's going on in your life, Libra, that you have a close eye on it, because there could be trickery around, but it could also be speaking about the possibility of you trying to trick somebody else. So if you are trying to trick somebody else, and you've been in this period where maybe you've been observing things, then it may be necessary to kind of rethink your plan. But let's see what else comes out. Flap the footer, yes. Okay, so flap the footer, he's holding his foot. So, in this sense, it's talking about being on balanced ground. being on even footing, so to speak, right? And the numbers 5 is about changes, and the number 8 is about doing the work, doing the hard work, uh, working towards stability. And I do feel like a lot of this is working towards that stability for some of you guys. I do feel that a lot of you guys have already reached this state of stability, but with flat to footer, I feel like maybe you guys are going through some uneven time right now, uneven situations. You guys are experiencing some type of imbalance. Maybe this imbalance is being created by somebody else for some of you guys, but I do feel like maybe this imbalance has been created by yourselves. And when it comes to balance, you guys are the masters of balance. You guys are the ones that hold the scales. And this could be a mental balance. This could be emotional balance. Um, this could be material balance, and it could be any one of those. This could be an imbalance in your passions, like maybe um, some of you guys have been feeling unpassionate, or maybe you guys feel fully passionate and then that drops off, you know. So from this, I feel like you guys may be trying to trick yourselves, or maybe there's a necessary need for you guys to trick yourselves. But 5 and 8 comes out to 13. 13 comes out to 4. Like the 3 and the 1 right here with the undressing of the salad. So this is definitely focusing on stability. It's definitely focusing on the 8s. So there's a necessary need to check your surroundings, make sure that everything is good, make sure that everything is proper before you move on over. I do feel like, some of you guys are hoping that friends can lift you up, but I think at this period of time, Libra, friends could help to lift you up, but I do feel this is more of um, you lifting yourself up. With the friends, you know what? Let me check this card and to see what it means in the reverse. Usually, it means that friends can support you and stuff like that. But the 4, and once again, we have the 4 and the 6, which comes out to 1 or 10. The 1 and the 0. Let's see. Okay, so when this card's in the reverse, when you stand this card on its head, Fairy Nuff gets tangled up in himself and thinks he is naughty Fairy Nuff. Things don't go well then. There may be spats, misunderstandings, and disagreements. He and his friend may quarrel over nothing much, and rifts may occur. It is time to sort things out. A call in honesty, and his good friend tact. Get things back into balance and the right way up with serious, loving discussions. So this is a necessary need to discuss with friends. These things that may be unbalancing. For some of you guys, I do feel like this is a relationship imbalance. So I'm definitely going to be doing a relationship spread for you guys. But I want to see what else is going to pop up. Maybe I might do 3 or 4 of them for you guys. Who knows? Depending on whether I have the time for it. I'm already at 18 minutes, and I don't think you guys are gonna mind a very long reading. Okay, so honesty. Wow, honesty came out in the reverse. This is insane. All right, so and I just got goosebumps, guys. I know it's cold out here, but I got goosebumps. And look at this. Look at this, guys. Once again, that 4 shows up right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a 4 and a 0. And so, with honesty coming out in the reverse, I do feel like there is a necessary need to be honest, but I'm gonna go into the book just to make sure. I don't like to leave things hanging. And honesty, compassion, tact. So you know, you're gonna have to use a sense of how would I say it? You're gonna. It's like that the 7 of Swords energy, where you have to be very, very mindful of where you're going, what you're doing, how you're saying things. You know, that kind of thing. And when this card is in the reverse, honesty asks us, are we being truly honest with ourselves? So, as I was mentioning before, it does hinge upon the idea of being honest with yourself first before you can be honest with anybody else. I know I just briefly mentioned that earlier in your guys' read, but look at this. You guys got the spirit dancer up at the top, and 3 and 6 is 9. So, in order to reach a sense of honesty, you have to, or I mean, a sense of fulfillment, and end this quarreling that's going on with whoever or wherever. There is a necessary need to be honest first with yourself, and then you can then be honest with anyone and everyone else. I do feel like you guys are honest with yourselves for the most part. Most of you guys. I do feel that some of you guys aren't honest with yourselves. And like I was mentioning before, I feel like you guys are tricking yourselves, right? So let's see what the tarot has to say about this. I wouldn't be surprised if that Seven of Swords reverse came up. so, um, so don't be surprised, guys. Don't be surprised at all. But let's see what the tarot has to say, and then we'll move on to a couple of the other spreads for you guys. I might just cut this. Oh, okay. So definitely focusing on the more important issues. These more important issues that you might be tricking yourself on. And when you get the Eight of Pentacles in the upright, it's talking about working hard. I do feel like this is a period of like working hard to get those rewards, right? But with it in the reverse, I do feel like the universe is going to be handing you guys some type of gift. Um, because I do feel that with you guys being in this darkness, that you guys are going to be receiving some kind of gift from the universe soon enough. So be watching out for those signs. But the Eight in the reverse can also be speaking about working on the more important issues in your life, which to me would seem like it's these issues with friends. I do feel like you guys have to have faith that everything's going to work out. So long as you're honest with yourself, you'll be honest with everybody else. It's just a natural trait for people to. Uh, oh, okay, yeah. So this is definitely um, the necessary need to take action on creating this balance in your guys' life. And with the Page of Wands, it's the suit of fire. And with the Page of Wands, that wand is actually the wand that was handed to him in the first card, which is the Ace of Wands. And with the page, I do feel like maybe this is a necessary message for you to give to somebody else, or this is a message that's going to be handed to you guys. And once you receive this message, you'll have the ability to bring balance back into your lives, or in the same sense that I was mentioning before, that once you give this message out to somebody else, it's going to create that balance that you guys need. And once you have that, all right, so yes, once you actually create that balance that you guys are needing, you guys are going to be in the space of the Nine of Pentacles where you guys are going to be confident in your abilities. You guys are going to be confident in yourselves. You guys won't have this instability ruining your guys' emotions. And I do feel that for the most part, a lot of you guys have already done so. You guys have already done the inner work. You guys have already done what was necessary. And this could be speaking about purging these unnecessary friends. But I do feel like this is a necessary conversation that you have to have with friends before you can showcase those talents and abilities. Or maybe there's a talent and ability for some of you guys to be able to mediate certain things within friendships or within a group. Oh, so this card wanted to come out, right? And with the Three of Pentacles, this is reaching a sense of mastery to where you can delegate certain things to certain people. And with this, it's the master. I take this as the master builder, right? Because he's building this church and he's having these other people help him to build the church. And when it comes to building things, and this definitely has to do with building certain things within friendships. I do feel like this ability to mediate certain things in your vicinity, certain things in your relationships, certain things in your life. Oh, they they have the ability to bring a certain type of how would I say it has the ability to bring a certain type of balance to your life, and I do feel that the need to be honest with yourself is what's causing you specifically to to be restless. You guys got the four, so definitely the fours, the eights, the nines, and yeah, the 4, 8, and 9. It could be that either one of these numbers is going to be one of your lucky numbers for this month. I do feel it's more the nines than anything else. Uh, at least up until the full moon. So if you guys see anything like pump number 9, register number 9, and you have the ability to move onto it, then I would say do so. Whew. My cards are flying, guys. Sorry. Yes, you guys have a certain sense of intuition about what it is that you guys need to do, right? And you guys know what these certain issues are that need to be taken care of. You guys aren't dumb. You guys know. You guys have that feeling. But I think that a lot of you guys have already done so, and I feel like you guys have been trusting your intuition in a sense that you guys are able to skirt around these problems fairly easily. But some of you guys need to listen to your intuition in order to be able to, um, yeah, see, you guys need to focus and then take action. Focus and then take action. Listen to your intuition and then, take action on these issues that you guys have the need to resolve. Because once you do that, not only will you be confident, but you guys will be emotionally balanced. Like I said, this definitely felt like it was an emotional imbalance of some sort. A little bit on the mental side, but I did feel like this was more of the emotional and passionate side. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. So, yeah. So I believe that as soon as you start building up these friendships, this imbalance that you guys are feeling, because with the Four of Wands, it's stable, it's stability. Once again, the fours are implicated in this. And with it in the reverse like this, it's not so much of an imbalance, but there's still imbalance within the friendships that you guys may be experiencing. But I do feel that you, Libra, out of most people, have the ability to bring this back into balance, to balance the scales out, and do what you need to do in order to get this thing going. All right, so yeah, because whatever this is a personal journey. Um, it's not very surprising that these three cards come out, right? You guys, personal journey. The need to be honest with yourselves. There's a certain restlessness that's attacking or that's hitting you guys because maybe there's a necessary need to be honest with yourselves. But this is definitely a personal journey, and what I get from this is that so long as you guys do what's necessary during this personal journey, you guys are going to be grounded. You guys are going to be in the space where you guys can reach a sense of stability, be able to put out your skills without so much worrying about what somebody's going to think, what somebody's going to say. And usually our friendships have the ability to kind of stop us from certain things. Maybe it's a certain type of jealousy that they don't want to see us expand beyond them. But I do feel that once you purge those unnecessary people from your life, you're able to move forward with faith, but you're also able to move forward with passion and stability and all that. I do feel like if you guys have some kind of message that you guys are waiting on, that is not gonna come fairly quickly. But I do feel like this, in a sense, is a necessary need to take action, and I do feel like you guys are going to take action because there is some period of confusion going on here. But so long as you follow your intuition, you guys will be fine. All right, so I am at 28 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video here, but go ahead and stay tuned because I will be making another video right now that's going to be holding your guys's. Actually, you know what? No, I might as well just do it in this one. Like I said, I don't think you guys mind if these videos are longer or shorter than what's necessary. I was trying to keep it within 20 minutes, but you guys have these messages that were coming in for you guys were necessary, and I do feel that you guys are going to be gaining a lot of information on this. All right, so let's find out what you guys are dealing with and see, how you guys can move forward with this. Do keep in mind, guys, that this is general reading, so if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. And also, make sure to listen to other readers because they might have information that I don't, put out during this reading itself. So, all right, let's see. I'm gonna draw one card for you guys. well, one animal spirit card and then one animal spirit card for them, and to see what's going on with this dynamic. Hopefully this brings up some information about this person who you guys are dealing with, or this group of people, or anything like that, and we'll find out how to fix this situation. And oh, wow. Okay, so you guys are dealing with somebody. uh, Hold on. I do feel like this is them, and so I'm gonna put it on this side. Yeah, okay, so some of you guys might be dealing with the Scorpio, but all right. I do feel like you guys, like some of you guys, haven't been listening to your intuition as often as you guys uh, may be needing to. And of course, you know, when you can't listen to your intuition, you can't be as resourceful as you want to be. Um, of course, with the beaver builds a lot of stuff, and I do feel like maybe you guys have been trying to build stuff, but you know, the situation, the ideas around it, just the general feel of it hasn't been conducive to that. But I do feel that with the elephant in the reverse, because the elephant is usually the remover of obstacles. He's usually the attributed to Lord Ganesh, right? With this in the reverse, I do feel like you guys have been. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. That you guys have been having these roadblocks. Usually, the elephant is the remover of roadblocks, right? You know, whenever there's something in the road in India and like these other countries, they use elephants to move these obstacles out of the way. And in the Hindu religion, or the Hindu belief system, I should say, Ganesh is the remover of obstacles, but he's also the bestower of wisdom. So I feel like some of you guys may need to go ahead and uh, speak to Lord Ganesh. But this definitely has to do a lot with trust. I know that a lot of other readers were saying something similar to the Libra message. And of course, you know, once you actually trust, there's going to be a one-pointed focus, and this is the exact same thing with the Seven of Cups in the reverse that came out. There's a necessary need to focus. The the Phoenix, Phoenix has to do with the first chakra, freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. Okay, so I have a feeling that you guys are supposed to, in some way, remove your own obstacles, and by removing your own obstacles, or rather removing somebody else's obstacles, or placing a certain obstacle in their path, would allow them to kind of reroute and skirt themselves into a different path, a path of rebirth, because they got the phoenix in the reverse, and you got the elephant in the reverse. So I do feel like you guys, maybe there's certain obstacles that you need to put in place for this person, because with the phoenix, once they're able to reborn, or to be reborn, this allows them to be able to clear their chakra, the first chakra, which is the base chakra, or the Muladhara. And with the Muladhara, it right here in the book it says the ancient yogis believe that our heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called a Muladhara at our root. The ascent of the phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash towards the navel center. Again and again, it makes this journey from first to third, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. So, I do feel like maybe there is a necessary need for you guys to uh, clear the karma of somebody else, and once you are able to clear this karma from somebody else, this will actually help to free your karma as well. So, this is definitely freeing the karma from a friendship of some sort. And so let's see what we can get. I'm gonna go ahead and draw uh, two cards for each side, and to see what's going on. You know, it might be a necessary need for you guys to be brutally honest with whoever it is that you guys are dealing with. I do have a feeling that part of this has to do with the Scorpio, but I don't want to like toss out any signs just yet. I mean, this could be a relationship with yourself too. Like maybe the need to see these obstacles that are in your life for what they are, right? All right, so the reason I say that you guys may be dealing with the Scorpio is because the Sun and Mercury right now are in Scorpio, and for any of you guys who have planets in Scorpio, you guys are going to be dealing with a Scorpio. Whether your Mercury is in Scorpio, whether Mars is in Scorpio, whether Pluto is in Scorpio, it doesn't really matter. These are things that you guys are going to have to deal with. If you guys are 22 and born around the time of October, uh, anywhere between the early month of November to the later part of the earlier part of September. The later part of September to the earlier part of November. You guys are gonna have Chiron in Scorpio, so you guys are gonna have these planets being affected by the Sun and by Mercury. Mercury is the sign of the mind and the sign of intellect, and the Sun is your expression. So these things are, I call them. To me, the word that came to mind is triggers. All right, so Green Woman. All right, I feel like that's got to be grouped on that side. All right, yeah, definitely, 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 definitely. All right, so they got indie, which to me shows that they need to open up. These two cards together, like I feel like they need to open up in some way. To stop being so closed off, because you guys are already doing that, and I do feel that when you guys are doing that, you guys are supposed to teach this other person to do the same thing. So this right here is showing me that um, they're gonna need to open up, and I do feel like this imbalance that you guys may be feeling is on their side. You guys are some of you guys might be empaths, and you guys might be absorbing this energy. And so, with the Green Woman, I do feel like there's a necessary need to be playful. There's a necessary need to be playful with this transformation because, in a sense, I do feel like this is you and this is them. And of course, with the Singer of Healing, and the Singer of Healing is usually the gateway into to healing. I do feel like there is a necessary need to bring healing to some or to this person, whoever it is that you guys are dealing with. Doesn't necessarily have to be Scorpio, but for whatever reason, Scorpio keeps popping up in my mind. And I do feel like there's a necessary need for you guys to remove the mask from them. First, I feel like you're supposed to remove this mask from yourself, and then in the process of removing this mask from yourself, you help them to remove that mask from themselves, and uh, it helps them to be more. As I was getting the deck, the death card kind of fell out. So with that, I do feel like you guys are on this personal journey, and whatever it is that you learned in this personal journey is something that's going to be applied to these people that you're dealing with, this person that you're dealing with, this group that you're dealing with, right? Because it could be a group that you guys are dealing with, and I do feel like you guys are going to be uh, causing changes in your environment in order to bring more stability to you guys, to you guys' stuff. Yeah. All right. So look at this. There's a certain sense of celebration, right? That's going to be happening. There is a message that you guys are supposed to be giving, right? And then there's a certain sense of imbalance that's going on in their lives. Definitely, there's not an equal give and take in their lives, and I do feel like this is a necessary action that they need to take, uh, going through these changes in order for them to be able to, uh, how would I say, in order for them to be able to open up to do the same thing as what you guys are doing, right? And there's a necessary need for them to go into a hermit mode. And for some of you guys, This could be dealing with a lover of some kind. This could be dealing with a soulmate connection. This could be dealing with anything that has to do with the soulmate. Doesn't necessarily have to be a lover, but this is definitely one of those connections in which you're supposed to create some type of abundance, not just in yourself, but in this connection overall. Because I do feel like there isn't any abundance uh, in this other person's life right now, and you guys are meant to build this, or at least to give them the hope that there is some type of abundance out there waiting for them. This is actually really good. All right, so I want to see now what you guys have in terms of your skills and your abilities. And through this, we're actually going to find out a little bit of information of these skills and talents that you guys have been working with. I do feel that some of you guys, if you guys are with a Capricorn, is this ability to organize. It's an ability to cause structure, or to bring structure to not just your life, but to other people's lives as well. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna draw one spirit animal spirit card for this one to see what comes up. And this will be just a quick spread, guys. So please don't mind this video being this long. I like to give out information for you guys because I feel that it's helpful, and I know that if you guys can apply. Ooh, well, two of them came out. You guys are definitely presenting as the element of air, or the mind, but you guys are also presenting as a stingray, and there's a necessary need to open up these chakras. I do feel like this is opening up the chakra of this other person. Um, this right here, it's basically. I feel like you guys aren't yet ready to showcase your skills. You guys are still kind of like in that cocoon phase, and there's a necessary need to build confidence in yourself for some of you guys. I do feel like some of you guys have already built up confidence in yourself, and now it's a necessary need uh, to share these talents and abilities. Yeah, just shuffling the deck right now, the wolf. So I do feel like you guys have to take assertive action in this, and once you guys are able to take that assertive action, you guys are able to build not just the stability for yourself, but you guys are able to build stability for these other people that you're dealing with. Just give it a little bit of time, Libra. There's gonna be a period of waiting. I know air signs and fire signs don't like waiting, but that's just the way things are. And if you guys have been dealing with the Capricorn at all lately, or any earth sign for that matter, then you guys are gonna realize that this patience that they exude is it's gonna be very, very beneficial for you. All right, just three of them. The Lady of the Harvest. So this is talking about harvest. I mean, this is about reaping what you've sown. I feel like you guys have sown these the ability to showcase these talents. It's just necessary now for you guys to get ready to harvest it. I know I mentioned something a little earlier about receiving a gift of some kind, and I feel like this is a some kind of skill that's going to be presented to you guys. So with that being said, and you know what, I've been using that a lot lately. I'm just surprised that I haven't used it in this video, but I do feel like you guys need to have faith. This feels like an advice card, um, right in the middle. And I feel like you guys need to have faith that you guys are going to be fulfilled in every which way. It's right between the butterfly, which is about opening up, being free, not just purging the unnecessary like the panther, but this is about showcasing those talents. And um, with the spirit dancer, it's all about trust. So Bahira of the Waters. All right, so let me see what this one is about, and I'll go ahead and let you guys know. I don't get this one very often, but with the 7 and the 3 comes out to 1 once more. So I do feel like you guys need to have faith that the things that you guys are looking forward to are going to be fulfilled. And I mean, It's very, very hard, guys. But with this card in the reverse, it can indicate emotional needs not met, or a thirst of the spirit or emotions. Or, on the other hand, it can remind us that fairy spells on waters can be mischievous, causing confusion, muddled memory, and inability uh, and irritability in humans. Perhaps a cold shower is in order. So, the message here is to cool down. This does seem kind of like an advice spread. I was hoping to showcase some talents and abilities, but let's see. Um, Penelope Dreamweaver. I do feel like some of you guys may have been giving up on your dreams, but I do feel like there's a necessary need for you guys to be assertive and to make your dreams happen. These are, by the way, using your skills, your talents, your abilities in order to manifest whatever it is that you want. I was telling somebody the other day that the meaning of manifest, mane being to catch by the hand or to be caught by the hand, and festus, happiness and joy and all that stuff. Catching joy or catching your joy, catching your your happiness by your own hand. Nobody else can do that for you guys. That has to be done entirely by yourselves. Somebody can help you, they can aid you, but they're not going to be able to catch that happiness for you because happiness is subjective. It's inside. All right, let's see what else we can draw from this. All right, so yeah, you guys haven't harvested whatever it is that you guys have been working towards, but I do feel like you guys are going to be doing that very, very soon. Um, I do feel like you guys are going to be, with this in reverse, you guys are going to be getting that very, very soon. So be on the lookout, Libra. I do feel like you guys have been receiving intuitive messages, but you guys haven't been trusting in them. And there's a necessary need to trust. You know, um, trust that the universe is doing whatever it needs to do. And maybe this skill or this talent or this ability has something to do with your intuition. You know, maybe you guys have had your chakras opened up recently, and you guys are now being able to stand in that stable power of the wolf. Or maybe you guys will soon stand in that stable power. Yeah, look at this. Like I said, you guys were gonna get the Empress at some point in time in the upright. And I do feel that so long as you guys are able to cool down, and so long as you guys are able to kind of think about things rationally, you guys will be able to manifest everything that you guys are looking for. And not only that, this could this could speak about manifesting a business of some kind. Um, this could even speak about manifesting emotional stability. When it comes to the King of Cups is not just about being emotionally stable even when the waters are rocky, but it's also about that appearance of being stable. But the King of Pentacles is a businessman, and I do feel that to whatever degree you guys are going to have to be uh, kind of like belief. It's all about belief. It's all about following the intuition of your intuition, your intuitive messages. All right, thank you, Libra, for joining me. I hope that you guys enjoyed this spread. I will go ahead and do some more extra. Oh, excuse me. I will go ahead and do some more extra spreads. Um, just to get more information out there, just to get more videos out there. I want to be more active with this channel, and I know that lately I haven't really been active. However, I do want to, involve myself with doing more videos and stuff like that. Part of it has to do with me being lazy. Part of it has to do with me being busy. But regardless, I shouldn't let my spiritual side or my spiritual self, lag it behind. So be looking out for more videos, guys. With that being said, if you guys like this, if you guys resonated with this, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell down right there next to the subscription button, or I don't know, it's somewhere over here, right? Somewhere down here on the bottom. And go ahead and share it with other Libras that you know. This might actually be helpful for them too. But with that being said, and be looking out for those shirts, guys, because I am going to make them. With that being said, I'd like to conclude this reading. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys can take this information and move forward with it confidently. And I do hope that you guys can come out of this shell, showcase your guys' abilities, and get all that attention that you guys need. I do feel that you guys do need attention. So with that, I will go ahead and leave you guys. I am David with Tarot and Astrology for All, signing out. Have a good night.